raise my kids this way. Like, they need everything you give them. Two things I say to my wife. See, one thing I make my kids do when they don't want to do it, you're going to have to be a people because you can't make it in this world if you ain't got connections. Talk. My daughter all the time, I'm going to talk. We started Clubhouse. My daughter's on Clubhouse. You're going to say something. Every Monday on Clubhouse, you're going to open up your mouth. You're going to say something. And the one that people hit me up about the most was the one Jane was on talking about her new car. I'm like, you're going to talk. When we walk in the room, you're going to shake everybody's hand. You're going to be a people person. Why? Because I've noticed the people in this world that are successful are people who have connections and are connected to people. I don't care nothing about what you do in school. That's your business. I'm not sitting in class with you. Now, you better get your degree because you paying for it. But if you come out of there with a degree and you don't know the professor, you don't know her, she don't know you, you don't know him, if your advisor, you don't know her, if you haven't met some people in that program and you're close to them when you come out and you can call them, come on. You have to be a people person in this world to be successful. No man or woman is an island. And let me tell you something. If you want to make yourself attractive, be competitive. Okay, I'm going to say it this way, right? So I got one NBA player, right? And he was like, yo, E, man, this team, bro, I played with this team 3-4 years. They ain't signed no contract with this year. I said, listen to me very closely. I don't care nothing about that team. Compete. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how they make you feel. Because at some point, if they didn't sign you, they're going to trade you. And if you get traded, you better make sure every other 29 team, you better make sure they want you. He said, well, what you think I didn't do, E? I said, you are guard. You tell me. How many points? He said, I think I can get 24 a night. Good. How many rebounds? I think I get 7. Okay, good. How many assists? I think I get 7. I said, you better go get 24-7 every night. And guess what? He got traded. E, they traded me, bro. I can't believe they traded. I said, bro, I don't want to hear that fool. I don't care. Pick your head up. When you play in the NBA, the first game you play with this new team, compete. I said, what you need? He said 24-7. So I said, no, it's your first night. I'm going to do 27. They're going to think that's it. He scored 33 points. I said, compete. And guess what? He didn't want to be with that team. I said, compete. He competed day in and day out and got traded to the team he wanted to get traded to. And they only went to the playoffs and they're going to make a run. Compete. I don't care nothing about your contract. Compete. I don't care nothing about your coach. Compete. I don't care how your people feel. Compete. Why? Because people who are competitive are attractive. Everybody want MJ on their team. Even when he retired, they wanted the Wizards want he couldn't already dunk like he could with Jordan. Why? Because he's gonna fill up the stands. Everybody want to play with Kobe. Everybody love the All-Star game. Everybody love the U.S. Olympics. Why? Because you get to play with Kobe. You get to play with Magic. A lot of people don't want you on their team, not because you're a bad person. They don't not want you on your team because you suck. They don't want you on your team because you don't compete day in and day out. And when you play the Lakers, you playing against LeBron, you need somebody that can compete. People love God. What's his name? Kawaii. They love Kawaii. But you know what they can't stand? Y'all know what they can't stand about Kawaii. Kawaii, pound for pound, one of the best players in the NBA. My man up by 50. Down by 50. They're like, bro, you got any life? You got any energy? The reason why they love Bron, because when Bron dunked, he could go like this, but Bron like, ah. Matter of fact, when Bron like, wait till you come under the basket. You won't know. Let somebody come under here first. Don't get under there. Bah! They want to play with Bron, why? Because they know when it's game set. That's why we used to trip on who's the best of the best. And I don't know. I won't get into debate. I just know people want to play with Jordan because they knew with Jordan is going to take it to the hole. He ain't going to shoot. He had that dog. Maybe he wasn't the most talented. Maybe he wasn't the greatest player that ever played. He was the greatest dog that ever played. I don't do stats and all that. He was the greatest dog that ever played. If he could take you out, he would take you out. He had that dog. I'm trying to tell you, we live in a world where people came here, there was absolutely nothing in America. There was no building, nothing. They came to conquer. They didn't come to play games. They didn't come just to build churches. They built San Francisco. They built Miami. And many times they built it off the backs of us. Why? Because they were competitive. They built the whole world they were all competitive. They all wanted to be the best of the best. I watched the guy, Mike Ishii, go look him up, third string from Michigan State. He was like 2 or 3 players under Mateen Cleaves when they won the 79 championship. He left, third string. Remember what I told you, ain't no one losing. He felt some type of way being third string. And guess what he did? He turned that third string when he graduated into a company with his father. That company's worth $12 billion today. He's number 2 in the real estate game, under Dan Gilbert. He said, yo, he let Dan know they both step Michigan State grads. They companies ain't too far from each other. He said, let Dan know I'm coming for the number 1 spot. The number 1 spot doesn't mean you crave the number 1 spot. It means you're competitive and you're going to always try as long as you're alive. There are those of you who want to do business, but you're not competitive. You have to be competitive to business, and it doesn't matter how you feel about it. So somebody give me their score. You scored under a 10 on the competitive boy. Talk to me quickly. Talk to me. What did you score and why? Yeah, talk to me. A 4. Good. That's good. You know where you are. Good. Give me the 3 steps you're taking to get that dog. You can go to the next one.
I don't really know, because I think something about being competitive. The reason why I'm not competitive is because I have a negative context for it. Like, I see people who are like that as arrogant or boastful or just too much.
All of that.
Yeah, all that.
All that. But they win.
Yeah, they are winning.
They win.
So that's actually something that I was sitting here thinking about. Like, if you don't have it, like, naturally, and I'm an I and an S, right? So I'm like, I don't even know how to build that in, how to grow that trait.
Yeah, we'll give you that. I got a program that shows you how to bring your D up. Okay? And that's what you need right there. You got to bring that D up, that dog up. So that D on the assessment, I can show you how to get that and come up. Because you said it though, if you're trying to win, but you're not winning, not being assertive, then what's the benefit of not being assertive, right? So people can say, listen, here's what I love about people who you're talking about, who you're saying they just too much. They don't have a problem with being too much. You the only one got a problem with them being too much. They ain't tripping on their arrogance. They love it. And you know what? Steve and I talked about it. Wouldn't you want your surgeon to be a little cocky? I'm just saying, if you had to get surgery, wouldn't you want your surgeon to kind of be like, I got this? Don't worry about it. You're going to be all right. What's the commercial when my man, he was getting surgery, my man was coming back. They was like, yep, he just got my license back. Yeah, the AT&T boy. He's like, how you feel? I feel pretty good. I feel okay about it. My man sitting there like, oh, you understand? He feeling okay. He about to do surgery. You don't want that. You don't want that. Now listen to me very closely. What you have to understand about arrogant people is they're arrogant in business because they got no results. So they're not arrogant because it's a feeling. They're arrogant about the facts. Michael Jordan, you could call him arrogant, but he go like this. I got 6 rings. I'm only won 3 feet twice. So I'm not arrogant. That's how you see it from the outside. I'm confident, and I'm not confident because I think I'm all that in a bag of chips. I'm confident because I'm 9.9. You feel me? And so I know how you feel. I'm not that. I'm becoming what my wife is. And there's times I just be wanting to be wrong and she's not. But I just want her to be. You feel me? When you're running with people who just like that and they right, you just be feeling some type of way, but they right. And so I'm going to give you 3 things. Okay, so the first one I gave you was the way you're doing it right now is not working. All right, so stop. Okay, do what works. That's it. Get that. Number 2, I want you to think about, again, same thing. I want you to think about somebody who's aggressive, who you like. Right? Who you look up to. I love Malcolm X's aggression. I love it. I love Marcus Garvey's aggression. I love it. Harriet Tubman, I love her aggression. Can I be real with you? I didn't like Martin Luther King's when I was younger. I didn't see the benefit of somebody let somebody punch you in your face, bust you upside your head, let women get bit by dog and spray with water. You just sitting there talking, we shall overcome. I love Malcolm more. Malcolm was like, everybody strap up. Huey Newton, Bobby Seale, they was all like, let's strap up. Right? And they all stood right there like pound for pound. Police, let's roll. Bah, 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 bah. But I noticed, even though I didn't like King's way, you you got busted in your mouth, you went to jail, but nobody lost their life. With the way Huey Newton, Bobby Seals did it, a lot of people lost their life. So I was feeling that aggression because I was liking the fact that you ain't gonna let nobody take advantage. I didn't like what Martin Luther King was doing, but it worked. He got real change, and in legislation, he got change. He was sitting down with LBJ and coming up with laws, not just for African American, laws for women, laws for everybody, right? And so what I had to learn is you can't like something because you like it. You have to like it because it gets results. Does that make sense? So even though you might not like the feeling of competitiveness, if competitiveness is going to take care of your family, then you got to love competitiveness. And you have to do it in a way where people can look